Spompy time. What's going on, guys? Today, let's talk about why semen retention is a must-do for chosen ones and targeted individuals.
Yo, Spompy time.
What's up, guys? Listen, if you are a targeted individual and if you are one or you see my videos on the reason you're being targeted, go check that video out. It's probably the first video I've ever posted. But if you're a targeted individual / chosen one, because you're not a targeted individual if you're not a chosen one. They only target the chosen ones because they want to keep an eye on you, because you naturally vibrate higher than others. That's why you're being targeted. A lot of people say, oh no, it's because you spoke on something, or it's not because you spoke on anything. You spoke on that because since you naturally vibrate higher than others, you naturally have a gift of discernment that you see things that are funny and are fishy, and you pick up on things. And what happens is that you lash out and say, for example, this thing was an inside job. You know what I'm talking about. That was an inside job. This is happening behind the scenes. That sport's rigged. And you post it online and something, and then you get attacked harder. You've been followed, you've been looked at, but then when they start seeing that you start speaking out, that's when the frequency weapons start. That's when the attacks happen. So for some of you guys might not know what I'm talking about, but for you others, yes, you know what I'm talking about. So if this is happening to you, semen retention is a must, because aside from you vibrating higher than the normal people, when you're on semen retention, you're even gonna vibrate higher. You're gonna see what your abilities and your gifts are. There are a lot of you guys right now that are looking at me like, man, that guy has so much wisdom. He's so smart. He knows what he speaks of. Not knowing that you're probably a more powerful being than me that hasn't figured it out yet. Understand what I'm saying? Where you're looking at me like, it's like, man, imagine like Michael Jordan looking up to, like, let's say, Jerry West. You know what I mean? Like, that's his name, Jerry West from the Lakers, right? Michael Jordan said, man, I would never be that great. That guy Jerry West is amazing. And here's Michael Jordan. Not knowing, dude, you're about to be Michael Jordan. All you need to do is raise your frequency, and you're gonna be way better than I ever was. You know what I mean? Or have more knowledge, or have more wisdom. So a lot of you guys are looking at me not knowing that you have something more powerful than others, including myself. But you don't see it yet because you're still in fear, because they took you so low, to a level so low, by keeping you depressed, keeping you sad, that you keep smoking, you keep drinking, you're still sad, and that keeps you on a low energy, and it keeps you in fear. And when you're fearful, you can't discover who you really are. And they like keeping you like this because they know how powerful you are. And they hate somebody like me telling you that, because they're like, oh my goodness, this guy over there is gonna wake that guy up. You know what I mean? Like the Professor X is gonna make Wolverine discover his powers. Or Professor X is gonna show Phoenix over there how to harness her gifts. If you guys know X-Men, that's X-Men references. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want that. And then Professor X knows that he's not as powerful as many of you guys are, but he knows how to bring that out of you. And that's what I'm trying to do to you guys. You guys are gonna be more powerful than anything I could ever be. Thank you for considering me a person of wisdom and knowledge. I appreciate that. And I love you guys for it. And I love you guys for following me and for coming along on this journey. But I'm actually here for you, because you're the one that needs to awaken, and we need you. You know what I'm saying? So many of you guys are out here like being fearful. You need to get out of that, because we need you right now. You're the most powerful being. Like, we are all powerful beings. Like us chosen ones, targeted individuals. We're targeted and we're chosen because we belong to the Most High God. So we're being followed and surveyed, and they're trying to keep us under surveillance because of that. That makes us very powerful and very strong. But each of us, just like in the X-Men and just like on DC Comics, we have our own abilities. So I could have a certain ability, but you have one too. And like I talk about in one of my videos, I talk about receiving visions and receiving all of that. Some of you guys might look at that like, man, that's not fair. I don't get no visions. Not knowing that you probably have superhuman strength or incredible speed and something else that you're overlooking. You know what I mean? It's like let's say Cyclops looking at Wolverine like, man, Wolverine, he got these claws on his hand. He's so cool. Not knowing that he has this heat vision that can, like, you know, break people in half. My point is that you need to understand that we each have a gift, and you need to discover what your gifts are, but you need to get away from that world of being fearful of low vibrational activities like drinking, smoking, eating whatever, not exercising, not sun gazing, not grounding, not practicing semen retention as you should be, so like that your energy can rise, not fasting, not so many other things where, you know, to raise your frequency, to expand your third eye so you can get the knowledge and get the information or the downloads that you're supposed to receive. Like, I made a video about the visions I got, and I spoke on the vision that I received, and maybe that was for me, but maybe you should be getting different vision, because we all have our own quests. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's not gonna happen if you stay in a fearful state. And I don't blame you for being there, because they took you there. And they took you there because they fear you. And that's what I'm here to tell you, so that you can snap out of it. So yeah, man, if you are a targeted individual / chosen one, you should be practicing semen retention. You should definitely conserve your energy, because you are a very powerful being. I mean, very powerful. And they don't want you to discover that. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions for me, for now, leave them in the comments. That'll help me on what I will speak on next when it comes to making these videos. Namaste.